Romantic comedy with me and Lizzo, I also think that would be great.
Yeah.
Or with me and Harry Styles, equally.
Or the three of you.
Or the three of us, yeah.
One of you's just watching, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I've not thought about it too much. How are you with early starts? You've not rocked in with a coffee or anything.
No, that's a coffee.
Oh, yeah, I've
There's
got
a coffee in there, yeah. No,
What have you got? Is that a
I'm
latte,
right.
is it?
It's a little latte, yeah. A cheeky little latte. I mean, I'm okay with early starts. Although when I'm also doing gigs, that's when it becomes a little bit strenuous.
Yeah, you were just saying you're up and down doing these warm-up gigs before the tour,
Yeah.
which we'll talk all about.
Yeah.
So get yourself comfy. You're here for the long haul. Anything
you
we
so
can do
much.
to make your journey more enjoyable?
Just, not having to hear Roman Kemp's voice is a real result.
It's a Roman-free zone for
It's
2
a
weeks, Jack.
Roman-free
You'll be
zone
absolutely
for 2
fine.
weeks. The dream.
We're excited to have you here. This is actually a weird thing to say at the start of a chat, but and you won't, but humour me. Do you remember the last time we saw each other?
When was the last time we saw each other?
So this is so weird, and this is why you won't remember. The last time we saw each other was at my birthday. You wouldn't have even known.
Yes.
Do you actually?
I crashed your birthday.
You did crash my birthday.
Because Roman
Yeah.
invited me to crash it.
That's
so
right.
It wasn't like a full-on crash. Wow, by the way, you're in illustrious company because I've crashed some pretty big
Have
birthday
you?
parties before in my life.
So I turned a corner and I was like, okay, there's Roman. Why is Jack Whitehall with our mutual friend Azim as well?
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
there you were. It was an absolute delight to have you
I do,
added.
Yeah, I remember.
Helping me meet that minimum spend, which I really
Wow.
appreciate. Yeah, it was a tough night for me, that one.
I don't want to flex here, but do you know who else's birthday I once crashed?
Yeah, well, that was my next question. Go on.
18 years old, and can you imagine, a young 18-year-old in China White, and I crashed Dean Gaffney's birthday.
Of
It was
course
one of
he was
the
in China
greatest
White.
moments of my life.
That's phenomenal.
The rope was lifted, and I just entered into this VIP area, and it was like the who's who. It was like that Paul Danan Instagram account. It was everyone from that just in one VIP area in China White.
What a
I think
throwback.
Danan was there. Maybe a bit of Michael Greco. It was just like wall to wall.
This is of its time.
A-listers of that era.
What year would that have been then?
I mean, wait, I'm 34 now, so
Yeah.
it was a while ago.
That's incredible. I mean, that club doesn't even exist anymore.
No,
That's how long
that
ago
was the
it
night
was.
they decided to shut it down. It's never going to get better than this.
Fumigate it and shut it down.
Yeah.
Right, you're on today to talk about your new tour called Settle Down. What are we getting worked up over then with this tour? What really got you going with the writing for it?
Well, I mean, I think a lot has happened in my life since I toured last, and it's, about my kind of reluctant attempts at adulting. I've settled down. I've got a long-term partner. I live in a house with her. I've got a dog and doing all of that stuff, and it's about, me kind of, I guess... I don't want to say raging against the dying of the light, but there is definitely a sense of this man-child trying to kind of, get through this moment in my life, mid-30s, losing half of my friends to rehab, half of my friends to babies, and just trying to work out which path I'm going to take.
It happens. We've got some listeners who need your help, Jack. They've got letters, they've got resignations, they've got dating profiles, and we need your creative skills. We're going to play what we're calling Jack Write-All.
Oh, great.
You are one of the best comedians around, it has to be said. You're very well spoken.
It has to be said.
It has to be said. You're very well spoken. You know what to say. So I feel like we've got some listeners who need your help, and it should be your help with their dilemmas. So we've got Luca. Hello, Luca. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well. You're on with Jack Whitehall here.
Hello, Jack. How are you?
Hi, Luca. Yeah, very good, thank you. What's your quandary?
Yeah, what do you need?
So, I work for my dad at the moment. However,
Don't do
I
that.
want
That's
to
a big
resign.
mistake.
Yeah, I know. And I want to resign, but I don't know how to tell him. I don't have the heart.
Okay, you want to resign from working with your dad.
Okay, I mean, this is a real cop-out answer, but this is what I do whenever I have complex situations with my father and I want to deliver bad news to him.
'Cause you
I
do
get
work
my
together.
I get my mum to do it.
Oh,
I
that's
just call up
good.
my mum and I say,
Yeah.
can you please have a word with him because I don't want to have to talk to him about this. And I get her to kind of rip the plaster off. And she's like... the Michael Whitehall whisperer. She's very good
mediator.
at dealing with him. So she's
Is that a
had to do it for
possibility,
a long
Luca?
time.
Perfect. Yeah, well, she's the boss, so it probably will work, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you don't work for your mum as well, do you? Is she actually your boss?
Oh, no.
Boss of the
she's
family.
wearing trousers.
Oh, I didn't mean
Yeah.
your mum. I meant my mum. If you want my mum
Okay,
Oh,
yours.
even better.
to tender the resignation
Get
for you,
Hillary
she's
to do
very...
it.
Yeah, Hills would be very up for that. She always
yeah,
hits
perfect.
exactly the right tone. So if you'd like my mum to write, a firm but fair email to your father, I'm sure she'd be willing to do it.
I think that'll go down very well, yeah.
We'll put you in touch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. There you go. Well, that's one done, isn't it?
Yeah.
One down. Charlie, hello.
Do you know what the weird thing about my mum as well? She will listen to this
Oh,
because she
she'll
listens
hear
to
it.
everything.
Brilliant.
And there'll be a text on my phone going, "Will you get me that Lucas details?"
Yeah. Well, I think she's coming in, right? She's coming in. So we'll sort that out. Yeah, she's coming in next week, so we'll sort that
Part
out.
of the global family.
Exactly. Charlie.
Hello, you all right?
Good morning. Very well. You're on with Jack Whitehall. How can he help?
Right, I'm having some major issues. So basically, I live in like a block of flats, and my neighbour is basically doing karaoke at like midnight every night on a weekday. I've obviously got to get up for work. So would you be able to help me sort of write a passive-aggressive note to sort of give her the message that she needs to stop doing it?
Jack Whitehall.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
A passive-aggressive note. I think, you need to lie through your teeth. What's your profession?
I work in the NHS.
Oh, perfect!
So
You're a hero. I'm an NHS
Yeah.
hero. I work ridiculously long hours, and I come home from my shifts. And do you not care about that? I
Good.
really lay it on thick. You were applauding for me a couple of years ago.
That's good.
And now you're keeping me up at night with your terrible singing. I am a hero. Let me go to bed.
Best.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you written that down?
Yeah, literally writing it down as we speak.
Listen back on Global Player with the
I
rewind function.
got you through the pandemic. You keep it down.
That's the one. Full stop.
That could just be full stop. All
Flat
caps.
three.
All caps.
Nice one, Charlie. Hope that helped.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Right, we've got one more for you, Jack, if that's cool.
Good morning.
Dilemmas. You've got one. Jack Whitehall is here to help.
I'm in need of help with writing a Tinder profile. I'm afraid it's got to that point.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Textbook. Here we go.
What do you actually put on a Tinder profile? I'm not a Tinder user.
Yeah, what do you
How
have
much
to do now?
information do you put on?
Yeah.
Keep it vague.
You can include 6 photo and videos. And then you can write a little bio about yourself. So something witty, something that's going to catch everyone's eye.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I think if you put too much information, then I feel like that might look a little bit, I think the kids say thirsty.
Yeah.
So I think you play it cool, all right? And just like, you remain, I know, this is your bio. I am an enigma wrapped up in a riddle. And that's all you put. Because if they want to know the real you, then they've got to meet you face to face and start peeling away the layers of that onion. That's another option. I am an onion. I have many layers.
That's true.
And if you cut me deep, I will make you cry.
Less is more.
Actually, I wouldn't do
I
the
wouldn't do
onion
that one.
I don't think the onion one. I think
First
that might
one's
be a
a good one.
deterrent. I think an enigma wrapped up in a riddle. Or an enigma wrapped up in an onion. Or an onion wrapped up in a riddle. There's lots of different options.
There are
but
layers.
basically, I would try to confuse them.
How does it sound, Ellen?
You're not convinced, are you?
I'm just going to confuse them.
No, but I think, like you'll weed out the people that you don't want to be going on dates with.
Yeah.
You don't want all of those people swiping right or left, is it?
It's a great icebreaker, you're right.
It's an icebreaker.
If they don't get it, they're not good enough.
Less is more. Less is more. I think,
I was thinking something more along, because I'm looking for a badminton boy. I do play a bit of badminton.
Well, why didn't you lead with that? If I
3
known about
minutes
the
ago.
badminton thing.
Right, you want another one, do you?
Okay. But I'm a big badminton enthusiast, but please, I don't want any shuttlecock pics.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Okay, that's more like
Yes,
it.
That's
no,
so good.
No shuttlecock pics in my DMs, please.
Love it. Happy, Ellen?
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Get it on there. All right, nice one. She doesn't sound sure.
I don't think she sounds sure.
No, I don't think she knows she's on the
I give
radio,
her
to be
two
honest.
really good options.
I know.
Really strong options, and she was having none of it.
You Talk is coming. The full sale is tomorrow for tickets. Pre-sellers today, by the way. Here's a question people want to know the answer to, Jack. How is the throuple going? We played Harry. I'm talking about this one here, by the way.
Well, we have to talk about something else. I saw this performance of you and Mr. Harry Styles. It was very racy. Oh, he's just there. Oh, I'm now dead to her. Harold, back off. Look, I think this could work as a little triplet.
Such a moment. Because you are basically responsible for the romance of Harry and Lizzo, aren't you?
Yeah, indeed.
That is down to you.
Yeah, that was the night that it all began, and A huge fan of both of those two people. I think they're wonderful. I still dream of one day writing a road trip movie about the three of us in an RV traveling across America, or a romantic comedy with me and Lizzo. I also think that would be great.
Yeah.
Or with me and Harry Styles. Equally,
or the three of you.
Or the three of us. Yeah.
One of you just watching, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh God.
I've not thought about it too much. I really haven't. You're going on a 22-night tour.
22-night tour, traveling across the country and finishing up at the O2 Arena in London, a venue I know very well and I'm very excited to get back into. I see now they're doing this thing where they give out like a special key to like people that have been there 21 times. Bublé got it this week.
Okay.
I'm a way off.
How many
getting
times have
onto
you
that
done
wall.
it?
I don't know. I think I've done it like 7 or 8 times.
Wait, are you including hosting at the Brits?
No.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't
Just
count.
solo shows. And so, yeah, I've got a way to go to be up on the wall with Bublé. But that's the dream.
21's a lot, isn't it?
21 is a lot. It's like Bublé, Take That, Prince, Beyonce, Dean Gaffney? No, I don't know. I can't remember who the other person is.
By the way, I hate asking people where they're going because they always forget the date. So actually, thanks to you.
I remember all of the dates.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Go on.
Bournemouth, Brighton, Nottingham, Birmingham, Glasgow, Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle, London.
Oh, fair
Cardiff!
play.
Cardiff!
Oh,
Wait,
Jack.
they don't listen to Capital in Cardiff, do they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm so
I
sorry,
had a clip of you
Cardiff.
doing all the accents and everything.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
did. And I forgot it.
Really spreading the love. Glasgow, Cardiff, Newcastle, Manchester, and the O2. Bit of an anticlimax, doesn't have an accent.
Honestly, I can't help myself. Whenever I'm on stage, I just like end up doing so many dips into the accent.
It's
if I'm somewhere
dangerous.
like that. And it is dangerous because you realise for them it's probably not as amusing, but I just can't help myself. I love doing accents.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy like the amount of times when I'm in Newcastle and I do that accent and it's like straying all over the place. And it ends up
we
as
heard of it there, yeah.
Jamaican. It's not great.
And they're like, get on with it, mate.
Yeah, it's probably why there are certain territories that I should probably never do a show in.
Oh,
I
go
don't
on,
know
which
whether-
ones?
Well, I mean, like, Japan would be problematic,
That
I
would be.
imagine, if I was delving into the accent.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot of places where, that's why it's good that I just remain in the UK.
Well, we love you here.
Yeah.
So for the sale tomorrow, how can people get tickets?
So if people want a queue barge, which is not something that I agree with on principle, but on this instance, I will allow it to happen.
Yeah.
You can go onto my website, you can put in your email address and someone will get in touch and you can
Will it
just
be you?
barge the queue. Yeah, it's me directly.
At the end of every single email.
No, it'll be my mother. Hello, darling. Apparently you'd like a ticket to come see my
you
lovely
imagine?
son at the O2.
That would be amazing.
Where should I send it to? No, it's a slightly more professional get-up than that. I think there's probably my mother and some of her friends
And a team.
from the choir.
Yeah, nice.
They're all sat there at their Dell laptops tapping away. So that's the pre-sale is today, and then it goes on general sale tomorrow.
Very exciting. Go and get your tickets to see Jack Whitehall live. You know it'll be funny. Jack, thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning, man. Solving all the dilemmas as well. Maybe not the
Come
last
to
one.
my birthday.
Can I come to your birthday now?
Yeah.
Can I
Whether
get to
you're
go crash
invited or
yours?
not, crash it.
Oh, thanks very much.
Pay back the favour.
When is your birthday?
7th of July.
Oh, no
I think
excuses.
I'm on tour, so I don't know where I am.
Okay.
But you can come there.
I'm sure you'll be
doing.
doing like a tour one and a London one, won't you?
I've sort of turned a birthday invite there into plugging one of my shows
have
and trying to
again,
get you to
yeah.
buy tickets to come and see me. In
Shall I
some
get it in the
random city.
pre-sale or the full sale?
Yeah, just stick in your email address to my website and I will get in touch with a birthday invite for you, my
Sure
friend.
you will.
Yeah. And anyone else that wants to come on the 7th of July, think of that as my birthday party.
There you go.